up as their Redskins get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 36, 36.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Flushed out right. Well, it's complete to the former Niner, Delanie Walker. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get the completion. That's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, because sometimes when they get hit early, it gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Greystone travel.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Let's go. SOS.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check four, check four. Check, crunch, crunch.
Look at me, zipper.
2nd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run it with Coleman. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. 49ers nothing. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Protein spell. Hey, echo.
Get him, get him, get him. Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, 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 hey.
56, Charlie.
Check, go.
To throw on 3rd down, Stevens. And that will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
On the double. Mike 56. Mike 56. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Stevens. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Samuel, the 36th overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 55.
Get it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Matt Ioannidis. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
56, Mike 56. Exit, exit. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 25, check 25. 23. Take off.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Drop deep, drop deep.
From the 17, Haskins rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Stevens. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On first down, Stevens. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back to throw. Stevens. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Haskins to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dee Ford in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run with Geis. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And an alley to run. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. Haskins. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, wahoo! 61. Lee Griffin.
On 1st and 10, Stevens. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tight down. There you go. Check 31.
to throw again. Stevens. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's go. 50. Plant. Quickstone. Travel. Bravo.
From the gun on third down. Stevens. He finds Coleman. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Hey, Delta.
Big stop. Let's go. Check.
Chopper.
Watch
it.
Throwing on first down. Stevens being chased out left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down.
Down. 70. Indians. Hey, orbit.
Rip right.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Stevens. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Smooth.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On first down, Stevens. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coach. Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Got some room at the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. they continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Again, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. Let's go! Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They'd hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
On the set. X3, 218, chopper.
Defense, let's go.
Hey, high 7.
Shit. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a run with Geis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. A big play there out of Geis. 69 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
On 1st and 10, Stevens. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They will run again with Coleman. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, seam six now.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Stevens. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
You got Trey? You got Trey right there.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Throwing now is Haskins. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Yep. Safety creeping. Mike 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel.
Here we go, here we go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Completes it to Coleman. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Now.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
54 Mike. So we got man.
Haskins to throw. And he finds McLaurin. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here, because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's back to throw, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. D. Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for San Francisco, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head